Talking to Somebodies, Part 3, Inner Child Series. Okay, so we've been talking about, if you haven't seen the first part or the second part, I advise you to go see both of those parts, right? Um, so you can get step 1, step 2. But step 1 is pinpoint the problem. Step 2 is, what's step 2? Step 2 is to heal that part of you that you felt that was cheated. Give it to yourself. Part 3, though, is taking accountability. All about the healing. Look at here. So, as I was writing that down, I could just scream. I could just hear the scream. Accountability? How am I take accountability? I was a child. This happened to me. They were supposed to keep me safe. They were supposed to shape and mold and nurture me and love me. What you mean? What you mean? Accountability. So, taking accountability for the part you played in your suffering, your hurt, and your pain. I'm not talking about taking accountability while you were a child. Taking accountability and not addressing the problem many years later while you a full-grown adult and allowing it to cause you pain, cause you suffering. Allow your own self to sabotage your success, your blessings, your relationships, change your whole personality because of this. That's the accountability I'm talking about. Because all of this happened in your childhood. And at any given time, once you knew better, you could do better. So some of you say, well, I didn't know better. I didn't know all this. You could pick up a book. You could go on TikTok. You can go on YouTube and type in. You get the information you want to get. But now you at a point where you want answers. Now you at a point where you want deliverance. Now you at a point where you want to heal. You want to go on a journey. You want to be free. You want to have a relationship. You want to have friendships. You want to have positive relationships, positive friendships. You want your soul family, your soul mate, your twin flame. You want what you're supposed to have, what God had predestined for you to have in this lifetime. You want it. But the road to getting it is accountability. Because where you are now, and you want to do it now, and you want to address it now, you have to be accountable and look back to the situation and look at the part that you played up to the point to where you are now. Your childhood issue is your childhood issue. And I told you step 1 and step 2, but step 3, you got to take accountability because some of that hurt and some of that pain was sabotaged. You hurt your own self. You put your own self through those pains and those cycles. You hurt your own soul and salvation. You stopped your own blessings. You allowed that man to use you. You allowed that woman to abuse you. You allowed the circumstances because you were hurt by your inner child experiences. But instead of you, when you got older, to gain some wisdom and come out of that hurt and that pain and that suffering, you allowed and you attract and you manifested some outcomes that was those outcomes was manifested, or those outcomes were projected, or were cemented to you based off of the belief that you had about yourself. I don't know where I was at, but at the point, I know I was at this point. You allowed hurt, pain. You allow other people to hurt you, to cause you struggles and pain in your life based off of things that happened to you years and years and years ago. Instead of you as an adult, or when you knew better and do better, and some say, yeah, I know I said that. Some of you say I didn't know better. You could have gained the information to know better. All you had to do was seek it out, but you didn't want to seek it out. At some point, you wanted to play the blame game. You wanted to live like a victim. You wanted everybody to feel what you felt. Feel the hurt that you felt, or you felt like you deserved those type of relationships that hurt you, that caused you struggle and pain because of the hurt and pain that you had in your childhood. Fit it in where it get in. However, you must take accountability, the part that you played. Not as a child, but as an adult. Because you could have done better. You could have got the resources. You could have got the therapy. You could have got that book. You could watch that video. You could listen to that podcast to gain the information you needed to take those steps to come out of that hurt, that pain, or stop manifesting those type of relationships and manifesting those people in your life. You could have, but you're doing it now. If you're watching this video, you're doing it now. So what you have to do now is take accountability. Stop looking at the other person and turn all of this around, and let's look at ourselves. Why did I do that to myself? Why did I dislike myself? Why did I not love myself enough? Why did I not take that effort? What part of my inner child that made me do this to myself? Take accountability. Look at it. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge the things that you did to yourself to make yourself hurt, to make yourself struggle, and to manifest that in relationships. It's not always the people. You manifested those people because that is what you believed that you deserved, or that's what you believed about yourself. So you manifested those toxic relationships. So yes, those people, they played a part. They did their part, but you played a part too. And as part of your healing is to acknowledge and be accountable. Just like you want those people to be accountable for how they treated you, you have to be accountable how you treated yourself. You have to be accountable for what you allowed to manifest in your life. You allowed it. Can't nobody make you feel less than. Can't nobody hurt you. Can't nobody abuse you. Can't nobody cause you any kind of pain unless you allow it. Take accountability. Bam! And there it is.